Hi guys, Squad here, welcome back to my summer car. I've not died yet. Actually, let's have a look if our uncle has turned up by any chance. I seriously doubt it. He probably needs some more time. It's only Tuesday. I reckon maybe by Wednesday or Thursday he might put an appearance in. I'm looking if the vans are. It'd be pretty obvious. The blue van will turn up at some point. And then we need to go and talk to him. Basically, we're not going to have access to that for a few days. Right, so this time we're going to do a bit of work. We're going to get... Oh, look at this. Honestly, you saw me bolt this. This is so bugged. I don't know what's going on. You know what? This may be the reason why the mixture was completely thrown out. Because I bet you this had fallen off again. No, why won't you pick up? Thank you. I don't know what it is. It's not happened on any other save game. But this particular save game is somehow... bugged. Like, it literally falls off every time I save the game. Right, so what we've got to do. We've not had a phone call. Actually, the phone's pretty quiet at the moment, but it'll probably kick off soon. I think what we'll do is we'll do a... We'll go to tip. We'll pick up the stuff at the tip. Actually, I think there may be some more parts in the magazine that we've not got, you know. 1 second. Let's see what we've not got. Oh, and also the maintenance guy, Flitari, only offers a 10% discount now. Remember the game used to be 50%, then it got dropped to 40. He now offers 10%, which means his prices are insane. But you can bump it back up to 40% if you do that job for him where you tip sewage all over the MOT test center. Let's see. Wow, we actually bought 2 out of the 3 sets. That's amazing. Got that, we got that, we got that. We don't have this. Is that the racing? Oh, wow, that's going to be tricky to install. That looks like a racing flywheel or something, or racing clutch, maybe? We don't have that. That would be an interesting thing to fix, to fit. I think we'll buy it. But we won't install it for a bit, maybe a future episode, because that's going to be a bit involved. We have pretty much everything else. We've got the... Oh, we've got some new... we'll grab them as well. Fog lamps, yellow fog lamps. Okay, alright, that's cool. Right, let's grab that. So we'll post this as well. I think we'll go to the tip. We'll get hold of the empty plastic bottles. I want to buy a bunch of new ones as well. We'll take this with us, might as well get it sold. This really isn't the ideal vehicle for doing this in, like the van is so much easier. But right now, there's not a lot I can do. And I'm deeply missing my backpack mod, which is currently not working on this new update. So everything has to be done as the developer intended it, which is just seriously annoying. Guy's a masochist, he really is. At least give me 2 hands rather than 1. Don't need to visit Nan yet, although she will call at some point, probably want some stuff delivering. So when she does, we'll give her a call. We've got some... I was trying to think. Actually, yeah. We've got kippers, like frozen fish or whatever it is. It's not kippers, is it? What is it? Pike? I don't know. We've got some frozen... frozen? Oh my god. We've got some barbecued fish. That's the word I was looking for. If you remember, when we died to a wasp sting in the last episode, I loaded up the broken car. Now, we need to get the van or the truck back so that we can actually go ahead and kill the wasp nest. So we can try and use the fire extinguisher method. The real problem is now, though, in order to get back over there... where's the reverse gear? Okay, hang on a sec. Right, it looks like my gear mappings have gone to pot. Give me a sec, I need to remap my button controls. So the wheel still works. Everything else still works, but not the actual gears. Okay. I did actually... Is that light still working? What? Wait a minute. Why have I got no light? Lights mode. Oh, no lights. This car is not as operational as I thought. Oh. Oh, you have to hold it down, I remember. There we go, my bad. Yeah, I remember. Why that doesn't work. Okay, yep, you hold the button down to actually activate the lights, and then if you press it, it changes mode. Can't see a thing out of this back window. Cool. Alright. Let's take it for a spin. And hope something doesn't fall off. Handles quite well. I've noticed since the player physics change, the vehicle's a lot firmer on the road now with that sport suspension. However, I have also noticed that when it wants to go, it goes very, very quickly. So if you get the tyre on the edge of the dirt track, you can feel it on the feedback, and you can hold it, and the car's really, really stable, and then boom, it just snaps and goes, and it'll throw you into a tree very easily. So it's, in many respects, it's easier to handle. But when you're driving on the edge, it's very temperamental now. It just, it will just go very quickly. But it absorbs all these little bumps so much better than it used to. So he definitely made some changes on that. Of course, they're not on the change notes. The player and passenger weight is, but nothing else. There's no mention of him tuning all this stuff up, but he definitely has. Right, we're going to have to go to the tip before... So let's go this way. We'll go to the tip, grab the empty beakers. Then what we'll do is we'll swing back and sell the kill you to the guy, and then we'll continue round up to the shops and we'll buy some more of the orange juice, which we'll then have to drink. That didn't sound good at all, did it? That just didn't sound good at all. It sounded like something just hit the ground and possibly fell off. Maybe the exhaust. Actually, let's get out the car and check. Don't think it has, because it's not making a weird noise. Oddness. No idea. Let's get that buckled up. Right. Onto the tip. Just changed the sound on the gravel as well by the sound of it. Sounds very, very gravelly now. I remember when this bit, it was just like a... I remember when the tip actually got put into the game. It's crazy, and then it got like sculpted, and then he changed what spawns though. It's been fun just watching this game develop, you know. Jeez, that doesn't sound good. Pretty certain I'm breaking something with all these different bumps. Yep, so there's all the plastic beakers. I'm going to turn the engine off, I think. Right, I shall tediously put all these into the back of the car. Job done. That should be all of them. Let's have a quick look. I can't, can I have to open the window? That should be all. I throw them all in the back. Do you know what? The tyres feel a lot more slippy as well on this material. I think he's made some adjustments there as well. It's quite funny. I never know if the dev makes these changes and doesn't put them into the change release notes, because he just likes to leave a load of stuff for you to discover, which is fair enough. I kind of feel like he's probably like that. But I also feel like there's a bunch of things, like because he's probably quite disorganized and doesn't keep a record of all changes he's made. When he comes to write the release notes, he's like, what did it do? Yeah, I remember some stuff, but not all of it. Oh, by the way, if you punch the window out on the car, or the truck now, or the van, and then drive over, I think it's 60 Ks. If you drive over 60 Ks without the front window in, the windshield, the windscreen, whatever you want to call it, there's a very, very good chance that a bee, you'll basically drive into a bee and it will kill you. I mean, it is actually ridiculous, and no word of a lie. I'm not joking when I say this. A long time ago, and we're talking over 6 months ago, I got in the, I think it was the truck or the car in one of my videos or streams, and I punched the window out, and people were like, why have you punched the window out? I said, because the visibility is so much better when you don't have the glass there, because the glass is all dirty and there's no way for you to clean the glass in this game. So I just punched the window out because it's so much clearer. And I said to you, I bet you one day the dev will close that particular loophole. And sure enough, in this experimental build now, if you take your window out and drive over 60, you'll get hit by a bee and you'll die instantly. And I'm not joking, it is a bit of a ridiculous one, isn't it? Like, what are the chances of being hit by a bee when you're driving along? And if you're driving over 60 Ks, what are the chances of a bee hitting you in the face and not instantly dying, but being able to sting you? It doesn't make any sense. So it's just like a gameplay thing that he's done to stop you from taking your window out. Or rather, allowing you to take your window out but giving you a consequence. Now, of course, the running joke now is that, and this happened to me in my stream, somebody went, press H for horn, and without thinking I pressed H for horn, and of course H punches the window. It like basically punches, doesn't it? And it punched the window out. And then I was driving along and then I got hit by a bee and died. So, lesson was learned very, very harshly. It's better to leave the window in. I do wish, though, he would allow us to actually clean it, because that would be amazing. Let's have a look if the wood guys are on the way back. Nope. Don't think he was, anyway. Which means he doesn't want paying yet. We have to wait for the phone call saying he wants a load of wood. There he is. There's the man. This is the man whose storyline we really need to progress. Are we close enough? Probably are. Right, we're going to bottle this and sell it to him. And then we are going to head up to the shop. We need to pick up some fuel amongst other things. Yo, buddy! Wait. Why have you got two of these? That's interesting. Hey, I wonder if you could fill this up by doing that. Why you're... Do you know that was the one that was by your foot, and that's not actually a bottle one? You do know this, don't you? Okay. Alright. Well, have another one that was by your foot as well then, okay? Yep, that works for me. I ain't going to argue with that, pal. What I am going to do is have a quick beer. I prefer beer to kill you, but, you know, each to his own, eh? Right, let's get this done. You know what? I actually love that he's added a sound effect for this. Because it means, like, you actually get some feedback about whether... Oops, it's not going to stay... It has to stay on there for him to pay you. You actually get some feedback now about whether it's filled up or not. And also when it's empty. Actually, that's not empty. Actually, that's to kill you. Interesting. Some of these cartons are not empty. Like that one. Getting bonus money. Another 680. Loaded. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come on, sit down. Sit. You know, sir, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I shall be back again soon. You go ahead and throw that on the tip when you're done. And I'll go and I'll wash it out properly and bring some more. Definitely wash it out properly. Only the highest standards of hygiene when we brew. Just like your armpits, my man. Right. Let's get around there and fill up the fuel before Timo decides to close his shop. 20k in the bank. Get in. Oh, I think I heard the green car go past. Which means we should be safe from any green car shenanigans for a bit. I also heard the train go past. I need to enter the rally again at some point. I know it's a lot harder these days, but one of the reasons why I stopped entering the rally is because, well, two reasons, I guess. Firstly, there was massive frame rate issues with this game in the run-up to Christmas. You know, he said, oh, you know, we're not going to fix that. You know, we know there's frame rate issues, but there's no fix on it currently. But he's definitely improved it. Like, it's back at kind of 60 FPS now, where it should be. So it means, you know, it's possible to attempt the rally again, because frankly, it was just impossible when it was horrible frame rates. Whoa, geez, I've left that out there a bit. But also, since I've last done the rally, he's made the course a lot more difficult. I mean, stuff like this here, the bridge, yes, this isn't difficult at all, the bridge bit. But there's a lot of, like that, there's a lot of jumps and kinks and drops and turns. The actual road surface now is way more bumpy than it ever used to be. And the timings also, I think, like that, look at that. The timings on the rally have got, like, lower. Winning a goal now is actually quite tricky. You need to not crash, you need to not damage your car, you need to use the nitrous, you know, you need to be really gunning it. There's this bit here where it kind of turns left. You're coming up at full speed here and you will lose it down there. So it's actually a tough course, and also now, of course, you don't just do it one way. Like the original way was this way. You now need to do it both. So you need to do it one way on the Saturday, and then back the other way on the Sunday, and you still only get paid the same amount that you used to. So it's just so much harder to actually earn money from it now, like really hard to actually win the rally. So it's definitely a challenge unto itself. But also, you know, he's adding more and more kind of backstory to the game. Like, I honestly thought that the game would end when your parents came back, but that doesn't seem to be the case at all. Like, it seems to be, you know, along the lines of now, well, I won't spoil it for you, but, you know, you get a girlfriend. It seems to be the way it's going. Just know that green car's going to pop over the hill at some point. And it's quite a nice day at the moment, but this weather can turn very quickly, and this course becomes extremely difficult when it's foggy. It's good fun. It's a good fun drive. It's not a rally game, but it's it's great fun. This always catches you out. It's deceiving, that corner. And tarmac. Right. Fuel cap is on the right. You see how Wub Wub and Dub Dub are just never here now? It's really weird. Like, they used to always be there, and now they're just never there. It's kind of strange. I think he needs to add some more characters into the game now, because there's nobody to kind of have a bit of fun with, you know? There's hardly anybody around. You get the odd car driving past, but you don't tend to see Wub Wub and Dub Dub, so you can't prank them anymore. Like, they used to always be outside the shop, and that was part of the fun. Oh, do you know what? We need to go. We need to go back down to the other house and see if we can kill that wasp nest and also recover the jerry cans. Because we're going to need to fill it up, aren't we? We need to bring a jerry can up here, really. I should have picked him up on the way. Why didn't I think? I was too busy enjoying that road, but I should have actually gone and done that. That's annoying. Because we do need to put fuel in that car if we're going to actually drive it. Of course, the problem is getting back to that car now, because we don't have any means of transport there. What brings me to the city? I just needed to urinate. Damn punk, get out of here. What, you don't want me to pay first? Get some milk.
Mitä sä oot? Ei helvetti, et kai nyt saatana kuseen lattialle. Vai, tuos mä en oo pillantua maidot kuoppiin. Ei nää kesämökkiläiset, kun ne ostaa pelkästään
Tourists don't buy milk, they buy beer and the milk goes sour. That's how it goes, I guess.
Pillantuu kaikki nää muut tuotteet, kun ei...
You don't mind if I smoke in your shop, do you? In my world, it's 2019, and this kind of thing is definitely not allowed, but back in your day, this was almost expected. Right, thanks to the fuel and the use of your toilet, snigger. And I shall just leave that there because you don't actually provide an ashtray in this shop, do you? So we'll let you sort that out. See you later, Timo. The character switch. Thanks very much. Have a nice day. Thanks for peeing in my face. Let's put that there. Can we open the bag, please? Okay. This is weird. Won't actually let me open the bag. Okay, I guess I'll open it out here then. I wonder if that's a new thing. Oh, some nice cold milk on a summer's day. Have you seen how far you can throw this carton? I bet I can hit the bus stop. What's this? Look at that. That's just nuts. Like it went past the bus stop. Alright. Okay, we're doing well. Kind of need to get back to the house now and get the uncle and the van and that kind of thing and the storyline progressed. I think we'll just go and get the jerry can first and sort that out. It's only a blast down the road, it won't take long. I think this is the right road. Yeah, it is. There we go. Now, I'm going to have a go at killing the nest with a fire extinguisher. I've never actually tried it before. This is probably a really bad idea. Let me get the jerry can and stuff first, which I think we left. Oh, we put in the back of the car, didn't we? Yeah, normally the way I would do this is I would lower the car into the lake. Oh boy. Because this is inherently risky. I would lower the car into the lake and do it that way. Because that's just easy. You just leave it in there a couple of minutes and you'll hear the pop. And that's the sound of the wasps dying. I'll leave that closed. I can just grab that over. With this approach... Oh, I forgot to post the letter! Hang on a minute. Where is the letter? Oh, God. When we filled up the... oh, dear. Game, please. When we filled up the jerry can, I put it on this seat. Literally put it on this seat. And, you know, I've been driving around like a nutter, and it's probably I can't see it. It's probably fallen out. I don't see it. Oh, that's so annoying. Yep, because you know what that means. That means we can't post it. And I have to write another one. Oh, wait. I think I just saw it. Is that it? Oh, hallelujah. There it is. Okay, you can stop freaking out. Okay, we found it. I'm in two minds about whether to even attempt this. All right, let's give it a go. All right. I don't think I used this in a long time. I'm not exactly sure how I even use this. There we go. Oh boy, this is so risky. Here we go. We're gonna open and spray. Die! Die, wasps! I actually saw it then. No! No! Oh, come on! You've got to be kidding me. Local mail killed by wasp. Didn't this happen the last episode? I was like spraying him in the face. Okay, looks like the lake method is the only reliable method. I hate wasps. No, I really do hate wasps. In real life, I hate wasps. We're gonna have to come back for that another day. When we get the truck. I've nicked the jerry cans though. We'll take that up there and get them all refueled up and stuff. But yeah, we can't do much about it. It is possible to do it with the fire extinguisher, just as you saw. It's like ridiculously hard. I could definitely see two giant wasps right in front of me, and I'm spraying them with the fire extinguisher and they just won't die. It's a real pain. Right, we also need to post that letter as well, which we didn't do last time we was here. Let's grab that. I wonder if he's got a different shirt on today. Let's go and have a look. Okay, there's even a sound there to show it had been posted. Wow, he's got a tie on? Jeans, you've got a tie? Can't believe it. It should smell nice in there. Need a bit of air freshener. I think we'll fill up the diesel as well, just in case. Do we need any other stuff apart from this? I don't think we do. Let's grab that and that. I might actually leave the gasoline thing here. On the basis that... Yeah, I think I will actually. On the basis that when we do get access to the truck, we'll come over here, we'll see this, and it'll remind me to take it down to the truck, to the car that we just had. Can't remember the name of the car now. It's Venti's car. I don't know what it's called. It'll remind me to go down there and lower it into the lake and also fill it up with some fuel. So I think that's probably a good idea. To act as an aide-memoire, as they call it. An aide-memoire. We'll leave it right there. This one, though, we'll take with us. We'll need to use this for the tractor and stuff. Fatigue levels going up. Dirtiness levels going up. Still, we made a few thousand, though. We started on 16, was it 16,000 on the last episode? Now I've got nearly 20. We've got a full load of wood that we can take whenever the guy's ready. Let's put that in the back. Just made a load of money out of some kill you. We need to go back and brew that. We're just waiting for the phone calls. That's what we're waiting for. Uncle and the phone calls. See ya. Can't chat. Busy boy. Right, let's get back to the house. See if we can catch Uncle, maybe. I doubt he'll be there, though. I think I'll take the main road. Do you know, I've not seen the police for a little while. Having said that, I'll probably see them now. No police so far, but we're coming up on a couple of vehicles. It's like a truck. Oh! Blimey. 2 vehicles and a stinky truck. Like a glove. Completely overtaken. This thing's pretty quick, you know. Like, if it starts hitting the speed limiter, and look at the speedo down there, it's knocking on the door of 160. Which ain't bad. That's basically like 100 miles an hour in 4th gear. It's not bad for a little wreck like this. I had a bit of a close call back there on the train line. As I approached it, I was accelerating hard and I heard the train. I wasn't recording it, of course, because I was just driving back, but I hit the brakes and stopped before the track, but the car skidded off the track because I had no steering when I was braking. Probably the closest I've been to actually getting smashed by a train in the car. And it wouldn't have been recorded. Okay, let's get this bad boy on the go. I should probably need to go and pay our bill, I'd guess, if it's Tuesday. Yep, electric meter stopped. Let's also quickly see if our uncle's there. Do you know, I'm surprised we don't get charged for water yet. I'm kind of waiting for the day that we do. So you know what? I'm just going to empty that. Just want to make sure there's nothing in it from the previous. That filling? Yes, it is. Right, let's go and pay the electric bill, and we'll have a quick look just to see if Uncle's there. I'm not expecting him until later in the week, but... Oh, he is. There's the van. Cool, right, that means we can get access to the van in a minute. Awesome. I'll tell you what else I didn't do. I was going to buy a load of Kill You bottles, wasn't I? Uncle Bro! Hey, Uncle! Hey! It's your favourite nephew. Come on, you must remember me. Is your name Gifu? I would appreciate if you return with the van. Return the van here when you do not need it. Oh, I turned the UI off and that... Oh, dang it. He basically says something about not being in work anymore and you can use the van if you want to. And then he gives you the key. That. Is that it, bro? So now you try and go into his house and he shuts the door. Gah! He's in there somewhere. He's gone. He's gone. Uncle! Hey! Oh my god. Do you think you should go to the doctor's, Uncle? Oh my god, dude. You don't sound too... I'll just... Yeah, we'll see you later. It's all cool. It's all good. Alright, so now we've got the van. Which is handy. What was he in? Down there, wasn't it? Fuel levels it on, I wonder. Oh my god, there's no fuel in it. Look at that. Uncle, you utter scumbag. Luckily for us, we brought a jerry can full of diesel, eh? Yeah, so if you were starting a new game, essentially, you wouldn't get access to the van anymore like you used to at the start. You have to do that. You still let you use it, it's just that you don't get it straight away. Those ditches that he's put in the game are really annoying. But this will help us to go and get stuff, so it's all good. I actually didn't think he'd be there. And the other thing is, like I say, he only appears on a sunny day now. He won't just turn up if it's cloudy or anything. That seems to be the way. In the same way that Gran only shows up on... I think Gran turns up like 8 AM till 2 PM or something rubbish like that. Like, she's very specific. And again, she'll only appear on a sunny day. She sits outside when it's nice. Which is kind of like what grandmas do, right? We'll chuck this jerry can in the back of the van as well, and we'll have to fill it up. Bring it back and fill the tractor up, because this diesel was actually meant for the tractor. It's interesting, though, because he starts with a very small amount of diesel. If you were playing the game from the start, you would have to go and fill up the jerry can before you could properly use it, because I doubt there's enough diesel in there to get you all the way to town. I reckon he's put just enough in to not get you to town. There we go. To load that up with stuff as well. It doesn't have any... Because this was the stuff that used to be in the truck, but we can now put that in the van. At the very least, we need to have some beer in there because... yeah, you could die of thirst. See, the mallet thing, the giant sledgehammer, this thing, I don't think we really need this anymore. I mean, you can smash the window at the shop, but whereas we used to need it in the past to actually get some things done, I really don't think you need to bother with it now. I think our bucket should be full of water by now, by the way. I should probably go and actually turn that off. And I didn't pay the bill. Hang on. And off. It's alright, we're not paying for it. Was it 6 sugar? I hope we've got the stuff, actually. Never actually thought about that. 1 yeast. And 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, next time when we go to the shop to actually pick our stuff up, we're going to have to do a little bit of a grocery purchase. We need some sugar and yeast. And a lot of those orange bottles. Come on, pick it up. Okay, put the lid back on. Give it a little shimmy. And that is another one on the go. Quick drink. I don't know if we still owe money. We actually went to jail, but... Remember, we went to jail, but I don't know if he's still got a fine over our head. It's really weird the way it works. Like, I can't actually pick the form up to do anything about it. I kind of find it weird, though. Like, you die in jail, and then the game still chases you down for a fine. I mean, you died. Pretty certain fines don't persist through death in real life. Should be a telephone bill as well, I would guess. 130 mark phone bill. That's ridiculous. We've not even used it. The electric bill was less than the phone bill. How does that even work? Right, so we've got a fair bit done. I think the next thing is that we're just waiting now for a phone call to progress the drunk guy storyline. That's the main thing we want to do, because we need to get to a point where he gets kicked out and we help him to move and stuff. That's the next thing we're looking for in the story terms. Also, we need to... I've got a feeling some bits might be broken on that thing, but until they fail, I won't know which one. It's usually things like the water pump, alternator, maybe the fuel pump, that kind of thing tends to go. But for now, I think what I need to do is... We need to go to sleep and see if we can actually get a phone call. But I think that's going to be for the next episode, so I think we'll call this one here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Until next time, take care. Don't die in my summer car.